Alright, so we're back here, and I've kind of looked through the list, and, no one's landed, so we're really just going to take the prestige hit no matter what happens. We are very close to that, but, it happens. And figured we're just going to then marry for a trait, and then also someone with a very high diplomacy, which we're going to use to help put towards the quelling the internal discontent. Right, and, she is of age now, so that means, fortunately, we'll be able to, you know, use her abilities, which was kind of the problem with a lot of the good child or underage ones. They're just like, yeah, you could grow into being a great asset, but right now is kind of when we need it. So it is what it is. High population or chance of children, not exactly great, but it is what it is. We also get the chance to pass on another good trait, so we'll do that. Just also so we are married. I sent our one of our vassals away in order to be subject to another one. Okay. Um, Means we have no chancellor, though. So I wonder if there's anyone in one of these parties that's against us that is decent at their job. Not really. Yeah, you can send an ultimatum. Want lower crown authority. It's not that high, guys. God. Okay, we're going to make... Yep, alright. You're back on the job, buddy. Alright, we've got a marriage. And you are going immediately to the counseling mines. Yeah, court politics. Give it a bonus. Great. Diplomatic affairs. Great. Cool. That all is fine. You're fine, you're fine. You're not happiest with me. You know what? Let's sway to Spy Master. We're not doing anything there. Cool. Yeah, I just don't have enough council positions. You can have a job swabbing the tree. Let's not hire anyone. We kind of spent a lot of money recently. We have a new archbishop because the last one died, right? This one is slightly worse, but he's not a bad archbishop, so should be fine there. We are increasing our piety, which is useful, and we don't necessarily need another claim right now. And I don't feel like doing a grand tour. Well, maybe I do. That's the wrong button. That would cost a lot. Oh. I feel like you're going to kill me. And also, I don't feel like traveling all the goddamn way across it. Would be cool, but definitely not that one in particular. I don't feel like attending. Maybe like Wessex hosts this one. Okay. Besides that, yeah. We don't got anything else that we need to start racking up some bills. And hopefully having a less problematic kingdom. Oh, let that go faster. Oh yeah, we actually paid for that, so he's not actually on the trip. I was like, where the hell did all our money go? We spent it plugging up latrines and sending people to Africa, which is, maybe not wise spending here, but we have a decent income. So ideally, what could... Oh, a holy war. Risky. Yeah, so those two Jarls are allied. Yeah, let's not do that. Alright, well, we're in sit and build up mode, so we're up to speed a bit. What happened? Oh my god. What's your... You want to go to Western Europe? For 55 gold. That's a little cheaper, I mean... But no, we already have one. Let's not overspend ourselves to death right now. Okay. Yeah, I wonder why your allowers... So it wants us going on a holy war. You don't understand. We will, like, take such heavy losses. No. Times like we can pay for that. We're about to get distinguished. Which is helpful. Sure, the Regent tutorial. Not important for us right now, but we're fine. So when we're traveling, you know, someone else rules the country, and when you're a child or leader and that stuff, there's a, you know, adult making decisions for the most part. You avoid Joffrey's situation that way. At least that's what Cersei was supposed to be, if I remember right. Or if I, you know, become, like, effectively dead, a region will take over. None of these should hopefully come and play. Travel's the only one that will matter, and hopefully won't be too long, but it is something important. And it's something new that was added in the DLC, or, well, in the update, particularly. But it's a component that came with it. Okay, let's take a look at our agency. Selfless, great. It was the guy, yeah, great. So this is who we want as our regent. He's selfless, and he really very much likes us. And then if he dies, it goes to our wife, which is not a bad secondary choice. But if you have, like, a bad person in the regency, that's pretty bad, because, you know, they could take over while you're gone. I'm not hosting a grand tournament and going into horrific debt at this point when everyone doesn't like me. You know, actually, is there any activity we can do to make everyone like us? Could host this feast, but honestly, might as well host a grand tournament if I'm going to host a feast. It's very expensive. Okay, money's building up again. How's our control in places? It should be pretty good. Yeah. Level of fame. Great. Alright. How's our vassals looking? There's a couple people who, like, actively don't like us, but most people are at least not in negative. Hey, great. People left the factions. I assume that's because I've been getting people to like me more. Yeah. Or I got enough prestige that they're okay with me ruling. That's another option. Okay, okay. Who is raiding us? So this is your entire army. Who are you? You're all the way over there. What is this army composed of? It might be cheaper just to, as we learned last time, it might be cheaper just to kind of let it go. So it's composed of primarily these spearmen that we don't have good counters for. Alright, is it going to loot 200? No, 16 gold. I literally will be cheaper for me not to lose the knights at the time. But just a good point that while we're at this, we should start having these counters more. Oh god, what happened? Great, faction disbanded. We are too good at this game. the race is over. Okay. God, we can have 11 bowmen. I should really start pumping that up. I haven't seen anyone with any cavalry. Let me take a look at my biggest enemies. What are... Their allies have 1 unit. I'm gonna start defunding the pikemen. Sorry. We can start pumping up the bowmen, and then onagers is going to be our other regiment. Right, we can have so many bowmen because it's in our culture. I think... No, I don't want to do faith. That... Hey, new perk. Okay. We don't have many hooks, so don't use that yet. Sure. Start building some more buildings again. Oh, he's raiding this one too. What a little shithead. You know, maybe we just do it. What is our firepower? We have 900 men at arms. Most of them are countered is the problem. Yeah, the vast majority of them are countered is the big problem. So even though our forces are very similar, it's not going to be good. And then they've got archers as well. And the archers are not countered by any of these guys. Yeah, so start building against spearmen, I guess, is something I have to think about. And they haven't been using skirmishers that much, so I haven't been building the bowmen much. Okay, so this is not uncommon. Good to know. Oh, I can just fund it now is actually what it was. Okay. I swear to God. You know, if he keeps taking attrition, it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright. Alright, if he gets out of here, that's fine. Yeah, so our court grandeur was artificially boosted up. I don't exactly know how, but so it's returning back to its base level. Alright. So we could bump it up by just spending a little bit of money, I think. Requires 20, right? 18. So let's see. This would get us more prestige. They're a little low in prestige. Better stress loss. Don't need the servants. You know what? Let's make the lodgings better. We can sacrifice 0.2. Yeah. That's fine. Oh, another Liberty faction. That's fine. This one should not have the power. Hey, lost sickly. Fantastic. Our sons are all turned out to be strong. We didn't get a single female from the first wife. Okay, one more sway and then we'll start working on it. We'll try to soulmate my wife again. Although if she dies by childbirth, which may be possible considering this one is lustful, right? No, she is humble and gregarious. Gregarious is the reason that we weren't exactly ideal with each other, but you know, it is what it is. But I mean, she's fine. Doing fine. Okay, that is good enough. Let's see here. Romance chance. Yeah, doesn't like temperate. Seduction. Coming lover isn't necessarily a problem. Doesn't make you like me more. Okay. This is going great. Honestly, it was looking a little dicey there for a bit, but things going well. We can kind of get back to building up our nation a bit. So, speaking of that, 140. Yeah, so 140 is kind of our threshold for that one. We do have a new building we can build here. Oh, okay. Event, and it's got the good music, so we'll see. In sedition payment in a recent trade, I find myself in possession of a large herd of cattle. I have been assured the animals are of the highest quality, but the question remains what to do with them. So you can get a cattle herd, which will increase development growth. Start up a breeding project. We're very likely to succeed, and the downfalls aren't terrible. Or 65 gold right now. 65 gold is honestly like only half a year's work. So if it was like 100 something, I'd be tempted. But let's do this one. Hey, large cattle, so more development growth. Inspiration realized. Great. So that was actually what the good music's for. So, my lord, my knight, Achunai. I forgot he was a... How did you become a knight? Or... Okay. He came back with the Ark of the Covenant? Oh my god! That's a... Wow. Huh. Hey, you just send off your tiny little kingdom, sends off your just one knight, comes back with Ark of the Covenant. It just happens, you know. I didn't. Okay, behind him, our helping carry looks like an enormous box. I returned from North Africa with my prize for my journey. Giant box is one to help her break away to board to hide its treasure. Inside the large stone chest, inside lies a number of stone tablets. This is the Ark of the Covenant containing the stone tablets given to the Israelites by Moses. Yeah, this should bump up my grandeur, but I'll look at the stats in a minute. Wow. Yeah, you get the adventure. So 2 piety per month, you know, double our piety is fair considering it's the Ark of the Covenant. 5% renown, which is not going to be that much. It's going to be literally, you know, 5% of 1%, but it's something. Clergy opinion, great. Same faith, which is all of them, 15%. And then heritage and grandeur, 6 grandeur bonus. Yeah, cool. Yeah, the Ark of the Covenant, you just find it every so often. That was a well-handled, it's a good return on investment here. Let me just shove the Ark of the Covenant out here right next to the fireplace. Oh, boy. That's pretty good. Yeah, nice. Now our baseline's at least at 2. So, good stuff, good stuff. Okay, cool. Well, you know, that puts a positive spin on things. We've got now some more money. More income. I sort of got if you're raiding me, I will actually raise my arms against you. Okay, okay. I'm gonna keep playing while I'm looking at this stuff. So this is an upgrade to get some more income and some stationed skirmishers. Who do we have stationed here? The pikemen. So actually not that important. Right, what do we get here? Pointed to... it only buffs the cavalry, which is not really what we need. But the fort level is decent. Okay, we don't want to ruin our hunt stuff here. And this is the big building that we don't have the technology actually to build. Increasing the hunting grounds is not terrible, though. We get money. And over here, money, and then just more basic station stuff. You, on this hand... You're stationed our armored footmen, which are going to be our main counter to the spearmen that all of our neighbors use. So ideally, if something... So blacksmith, increased damage by 10% is pretty good. And that also gives some holding taxes, not terrible. Is there anyone that explicitly does heavy infantry 20%? Pretty good. Danger, and then 100 levies, or blacksmith, just general 10%. %1 knight effectiveness is not terrible. And compare that to barracks. Now, barracks will just make them so much tougher, because we're only going to have 1 stack of them. Yeah, let's do the barracks. Just to give our heavy infantry a big buff. Because we're going to need it. We're going to be facing swarms of these spearmen. Yeah, long-term planning is the name of this character, so that's kind of what we're looking at here. So we have an alliance with Wessex, which is pretty good. We got a lot of Hiscarls. Did their wife just, like, age up or something? Hey, money! Spend 250 faith. I don't got anything else to do. Give me 200 bucks. Okay. So, while that's happening... Alright. 300 armored footmen is pretty good. In reality, it might be a better idea to just get rid of the entirety of the pikemen and get a second thing of armored footmen, considering everyone. You know, I don't feel like getting assassinated, so we're just going to, I would like to go one to someone who doesn't want to, like, actively kill me. You know, it's little things in life. Oh, you guys are getting weaker. But you have allies. Very good allies. That's kind of the main problem. It's a problem. A lot of these Nordic cultures are all allied with each other, which is kind of a pain. Just ideally, if we can get Mercia as well, then we actually will have a strong enough front to potentially, you know, have a proper... No, you're at war. But that's actually not undeal. The cultural acceptance is the main problem. Okay. Can we get anyone over on this island? Purchasers. Let's see. Is there anyone over here that we can marry off? Exotic arms. Okay. Along with strange goods, merchants bring tall tales from distant lands, unverifiable, full of wonder. Anglo-Saxon peddlers brought Sonique, I don't recognize that word, said to have come from great ruler Nagan Soma Garna. Oh, Ghana. Okay. You're wandering. I could get a weapon, but that's not what our guy's about. Maybe if I was more active there, but okay, no characters found. Can we find a like spouse for anyone? Like legitimately anyone? Like I feel like the marriage prospects have been like really weird lately. How's your wife doing? Have you pumped out any children? No. Okay. Well, you know, it happens. You've had a lot of children, and your husband died. Okay, natural causes. That's fine. That's fine. Who am I? I'm improving my relationship with my wife. I was like, something's happening. Who are you at war with? If there's only some way I could offer to join war. But he just does not like me, so it is what it is. Okay, that's enough of that. I don't have any secret schemes or hostiles going on. Hostile schemes going on. What's my skill in it? I'll check real quick. You know, let's just... Sure. Okay. Any hostile schemes worthwhile? My skill is not great. Our courtmaster's pretty decent, though. Not great, but decent. So, potentially... What you do... Let's see if there's any secrets we're finding. Let's take a look at our own court, real quick. Oh! What? Who? What? Who done? What kind of territory setup is that? Fucking small colony of Montecao. Okay, well, I was looking at buildings to upgrade. Let's upgrade the hill farms. Yeah, I think we've got a pretty good little system here going. Okay, so what should we build here when we get the chance? We could do the blacksmiths in this case. Do Garrison Gascon? South World Daddies for Catharsism. Yeah, no, we're not converting. Minting a new coinage. We've already done this event. Prestige is not unvaluable here. You know, let's do this one. It's a decent chance we get some XP, and then we lose a little prestige at the worst, but we also can get 70 gold, and then also some more development growth. Great. How close are we to a lifestyle? Very close. Okay, so we'll probably just end this one once we get a new perk, but this has been a pretty successful time. We've turned around a lot. We even got, you know, one of the most divine relics available. So pretty good. It's a good centralization. We don't really need more development here, but getting this is going to be pretty nice. And what's the second one? Domain limit. 2 more domains will be pretty good. Not super important right now, but by that time we should be actually starting to be able to expand. Potentially getting some goddamn Seurbathrow to Wessex, which is good. Oh, you got a son. Well, we still have the alliance. It had to happen eventually, I suppose. Okay, but we still have 2 other children to find spouses for. We can turn off the traits. Married to a 28-year-old. We'll do that once they start getting a little older. Actually, is anyone educated? I forgot. You were getting educated and then, you know, they died. So. Sure. Yeah, you came back and became really cool, so. Fascinating. I guess he does have a knack for intrigue, so why not? Yep, you still got your diplomacy focus and it's treating you well. You... I'll handle you. You got your trait back. You got over your sickliness and now you're choosing to become warlike. Cool. We got 3 sons of 3 different... 2 different professions growing up. We'll do this event, and our secret is about to... Our secret investigation will be our last thing, really, here. Alright, so we're seducing our wife again. So, shall write a letter to her complimenting, so she is gregarious, humble, so maybe not... She is beautiful. Like, that's literally a trait of her character. So maybe doing that. Yeah, okay, cool, that worked. And is my queen a witch? Oh, great. Well, that's something to end it on. Finish the seducing wife immediately. Spy master comes up. By the way, did you know she's a witch? She is Catholic, but what culture is she from? So we're going to South French ones, right? Alright. Well, good stuff. You know, a lot of rulers are getting cathartic up here. But good place to end. Good place to end.